PC Jobs Ambassador Rebecca Kleefisch. The average American changes jobs 12 times in their life, so it's not incomprehensible that Cheryl would go from nursing to construction. However, it was never part of her plan. In fact, construction was her husband's dream money job.
I always wanted to be a nurse, and so probably from high school on, I prepared.
Cheryl Sment had zeroed in on her plan.
I was all set to be a nurse. I kind of skated through high school doing advanced chem, advanced bio, all the advanced stuff. They didn't have anything. I had to all of a sudden be independent study for some of the stuff just because I really wanted to be that nurse.
She was on her way.
I got a scholarship, 4-year scholarship to Carroll, and I was one of 84 students that was accepted to the first nursing program.
After her nursing dream came true, Cheryl met the man who would become her husband.
He was a firefighter for the city of Waukesha. I was a nurse at the Waukesha ER, and we met, and he had 2 acres in the city of Waukesha. We talked about it all the time, and I said, I don't know where this relationship's going, but I'd like to invest in this because I'd love to design the houses and be an expediter and learn all about it. I didn't know anything about construction.
Still a firefighter, Jeff loved construction.
He always wanted a construction business, and that was the funny thing is neither of us had any clue what we were doing, but we learned.
The nurse and firefighter pair built a half-dozen houses before a friend approached them with a business deal: invest in a struggling construction company.
My path was already set. I wanted to be a nurse practitioner, and so my husband said, sure, we'll do that. It's only 20 hours of accounting, but it's concrete sealing and concrete repair. We can learn it. And I'm like, this is your baby. That was the first 6 months. After 6 months, he's like, I don't know any of this.
Ever the nurse, Cheryl jumped in to help.
The more I helped, the more I was interested in it.
Cheryl dug into her learning, fine-tuned her knowledge, and began earning respect.
So I was talking to contracting officers, I was talking to engineers, not knowing a darn thing about concrete joint sealing at the time. So I'm like, I will never be in a position where I don't know what I'm doing.
The first reaction she gets a lot is she has to work to prove what she's trying to say and what she's trying to do. The natural reaction to some, not all, is to fight against assuming that she doesn't know what she's talking about.
I thought it was comical that I would go to pre-construction meetings. All guys in the room, all gruffy guys in the room, all knowing concrete. And I would sit there and they'd look at me and want to do, kind of laser beams. And like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm Cheryl from Interstate Sealant and Concrete. I'm here to look at the job.
She's done a lot, I think, to turn people towards, okay, there's no reason why she can't know everything just because she's a woman.
This was out of their norm for a woman to kind of dig in the concrete and take a look at it and try to bid this job. So I thought it was fun and challenging because at this point, I didn't know this was going to be my passion and career. I thought I was just helping out until, my husband was going to do something about it.
What he did forced Cheryl into a realization.
My husband's like, I can't do this. I want to stay at the fire department because that's our insurance, that's our bread and butter. I said, fine, step aside. I have a vision.
While she developed a deeper expertise in the field, Cheryl found ways to build relationships with her colleagues and customers.
I grew up on a farm. I'm my dad's hunting and fishing buddy. Guess what I talk about with all the guys everywhere I go?
As she compared fish stories and buck photos, her business was growing and a glass ceiling was breaking.
Seeing more examples of that obviously help girls as they're growing up to see more examples. So she definitely is making a difference.
Even in her own family, Cheryl's granddaughter is watching what she's building.
I hope to maybe leave some part of legacy of you can be whatever you want to be, and that the ceiling is broken.
She's always said, I'm building people, not things. and the people will deliver good product.
Girls can do whatever they want.